sit in meditation.
Yeah.
Okay. Why I do that is, if I go, like, see, generally, if I start watching, see, generally, if I'm like out of mood or something, then, like, if I am, even if I talk to people, I'll be giving them not a proper response, like, because as my energies are low, right? So
Mm-hmm.
my response will not be a proper one. So generally, then it is going to cause us even more problem. So during that time, I'll make sure like I am alone, and then I'll just take a small gap, or like take a brisk walk, and then come back and sit in meditation. Okay, so that way, what way it is going to help me is, with meditation, you are going to reduce your thoughts actually. Like, maybe if you are like, if you have a very bad mind and all, and you have
Mm-hmm.
your breath has got increased, and your thought has, the frequency of your thoughts has increased. So the only solution that I can tell you is, like, you don't have any other option, only meditation.
Mm.
Just focus on the breath and meditate. Even if you say like, I cannot focus, but still you have to focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, even if you do anything else, that is wrong.
Yeah.
If you do anything else, you are going to put yourself into more trouble. Why?
Yes.
Because your energies are low, and then you are still causing more harm to yourself, and then that is even going to cause more thoughts, and then your breath rate increases. Yeah. Yes, Supriya. Great
Yeah.
question. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe this is
Thank
what
you.
I will do when I'm in the same state. Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank
I
you,
think
Supriya.
thank you all, everyone. Every day we are learning from, especially for me, I am learning from each member of this group. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Yeah, Supriya. At the end of this session, I'll be telling you like, for what this meditation is, and
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I read this from a book called Osho, by the author Osho. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be telling like, what the purpose of this is and what we are using it for. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll be discussing it as part of my conversation with you all. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Okay.
think
Thank
we
you.
can. Thank you, Supriya. I think we can start the session. I will give a brief introduction. Hello, everyone. Namaste. Welcome to the 16th day of our meditation. So, today we have a Master Sandeep from Bay Area, and he is with us to share his wisdom on the breath. Thank you so much, Sandeep sir, for your time and for your commitment and the wisdom. And thank you so much. Yeah, please go over.
yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Satya, ma'am. Like, it's great to join this session. Like, I'm joining this from like past 4 or 5 days to know the energies of this group. Okay, and then so that I will align with the energies and talk to you guys. Okay. Yeah. Guys, I'm Sandeep Asla. I'm a software engineer, and I'm a full-time meditator as well. And yeah, I'm into meditation since 2018, where like I'm consistently doing meditation. Before that, I was doing meditation, but I'm like on and off. And then from 2019, I became a strict vegetarian, and then I started taking multiple courses, uh, going to multiple gurus. I maybe I can briefly say like, I started with inner engineering by Sadhguru. I have done a 10-day course in Vipassana. Then I have done a 1 year course of Kriya Yoga. As I read the book called Autobiography of Yogi, so that provoked me to know what is Kriya Yoga. And then I took the Kriya initiation after 1 year. Okay, and then after Kriya Yoga, I joined Godakesha by Prabodhachita sir. And then I joined Mauna Dhyana by Tatvarti Raghavarao sir and Rajalakshmi madam. And then I joined Munubabu from Kalahasti. So like, he's also a PS master. So this is my journey actually. So during my journey, I have met multiple masters, and maybe I felt like if you ask me, like, I have changed like 5 6 people during my path till date. Okay, at each path, maybe I used to think like, why I have to change, why I have to change. So the answer I got is like, now you have passed this stage. Okay, for example, I can say like, Prabodh sir has told me like, you have to do the whole night meditation, like 41 days, and then during this process, you will be able to do astral travel. Like he has set certain limits, certain expectations. So if I'm able to meet them, right? So I thought like, okay, I have completed that phase. And then during Tatwarti sir's program, he told like we have to be completely in Mauna. Like either we will be doing a music meditation or we will be sitting in like focusing only on that. There won't be any music. So these things I thought like maybe I have done that. And then maybe if you ask me for Kriya Yoga, right? Yeah, whatever they asked me to do, I have achieved it. Maybe I felt like I submitted my homework correctly, and then I passed. Is what is my inner feeling. And if someone asks me like why you have changed so many things, yeah, maybe if you start ask me like from LKG to 10th class, I might be meeting multiple teachers. Actually, it's not like the same teacher is going to teach me throughout the whole 10 years. So maybe this is what is my journey is. And then in PSM, like if you ask me why are you still here
ଆଉ ତମେ
past 5
ଓଭର
years?
ଖାଇବ ତାପରେ
Sorry, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Why are you like from past like 3 to 4 years I'm here? Okay, if you ask me like what has stopped you here, or why are you still here? Okay, the reason for that is I'm doing anapanasati, and then I'm still doing that anapanasati. I still didn't achieve that actually, whatever Patri sir has told. And then like maybe I'll discuss post my introduction. I'll discuss like what was my actual thing till date I have done, and what I'm supposed to still I have to do, or still I have to achieve. Okay, yeah. Maybe that during that anapanasati, like Patri sir has told certain things. Yeah, maybe I still have not reached all of. Like I still have many things that I have to reach. Okay, yeah. Maybe for that, I'm still continuing. Once I pass this phase, maybe I'll be reaching better masters, or I'll continue as a master here until I find another master. Yeah, that's my current journey till date. Okay. Yes. Okay. So today I'll be talking about breath. Okay. So like I'm attending all these classes, the Zoom sessions, and then people are telling like they are expressing their the way we have to meditate, and the way that we have to live, how to better live in this society with meditation. Yeah, doing meditation. What are the advantages, and then what way we will progress our spiritual life. Yeah, these all things are clearly told, and maybe I will be adding something to that. Okay, so yeah, whatever uh, we are currently doing here is anapanasati. Okay, what we are doing in anapanasati is we are observing the incoming and outgoing breaths. Okay, so if you are observing the incoming and outgoing breaths, what is happening there is you have certain thoughts that are running in your mind. Okay, so when your thoughts are running in your mind, and then you try to bring your focus from your thoughts to the breath, to the incoming and outgoing breath, what is happening is you are putting some effort. Okay, what you are asked to do is you have to observe your natural breath. The natural breath you have to observe. So that is what anapanasati is. Okay, so with some difficulty, we will be able to achieve that. Like maybe if you have some like you're able to achieve it for like 1 minute, and then again some thoughts comes up, and then you go back, and then like again you bring your awareness back, and then you repeat that. Okay, until your thoughts settle, you have to do that. Okay, how much our time it is going to take, it depends on how much awareness that you have developed, and how much you have meditated till date. Okay, so now this is what anapanasati is, and how to like once you sit directly, like how do we directly focus on our breath directly, or like what is the stage of our thoughts? So these all things are like are bothering the focus actually. So now why are such things bothering us? That thing I'll focus now. So maybe the two things that are bothering us is the fear, fear that we have, and the pain that we already faced, or because of the past, and the fear that because of the future. Okay, these two are the ones that are bothering us. And if you are living in the present, then there is no issue actually, because you will be with your breath if you are in the present. So these two are bothering us. Okay, so now as fear and pain, okay, as these two are the ones that are bothering us to like a deep extent, okay, what we have to do? What is the cause of the fear and what is the cause of the pain? Okay, I already answered it. The answer is live in the present moment. Okay, why we should live in the present moment? The answer for that is there is impermanence actually. Nothing is permanent. We will think like we have a problem, okay, and we will be having fear of it, okay. But the truth is, even the problem is not permanent. Even we are not permanent. Okay, one example is I clearly told you my journey. The day I started my journey, that day Sandeep is different, and this day Sandeep is entirely different. Okay, yeah, maybe this is what I just wanted to tell you here. Like with Anapanasati, uh, we have to focus on our breath, and how do we improve that? How do we improve that process? Because once you complete this stage, you will not be able to move to the next stage. Okay, because the Anapanasati is not the end of meditation. Actually, Anapanasati is just focusing on the breath is just the starting point. Okay, so as this is the starting point, maybe like I have a lot of trouble in achieving that. So I just wanted to tell you like this is barely my experience. Okay, so what I have done is I was talking to people and I was telling like I was not able to focus on breath. Then one day, one guy suggested me that, Sandeep, can you stay on Mauna for some time? Okay. They clearly asked me like Mauna. Then I told like that is not possible. I work. I am a software engineer. I have to attend meetings. I have to talk to people. That is not possible. Then they told me like you can do one thing. You can talk only if someone asks you, Sandeep, what is? They utter your name and ask you a question. Then only you talk. Okay. Even if you get a doubt, you try to resolve it yourself. Is what they told. Okay, to my surprise, right? No one called my name actually. No one called my name, and what I realized was like I am only going and getting into the trouble or making myself into trouble. So that made me feel like okay, then I'm doing something wrong. Then I started doing that Mauna. Once I did that Mauna, right? What is happening is throughout the day I am with the awareness. Throughout the day I am with living with that awareness actually. That I should not utter anything from my mouth until someone asks or like I am with that, and because of that, I did not accumulate any nonsense actually or any wrong things. Okay, uh, as I did not accumulate, once I sit in meditation, right, I don't have too many thoughts actually. Like maybe it bothers me like 5 minutes, and then I get back to meditation, and then I focus on my breath, and then I enjoy it actually. Once you don't have any thoughts, right, once you get that zero state or like no thought state, once you shut your mind, okay, then what happens is like uh, maybe I don't want to tell it, I want you to experience it. Okay, yeah, I can clearly say that there is a state where there won't be any thoughts. I have experimented myself, I am able to attain that state. Okay, that is, yeah, that will be very nice. Yeah, maybe if you follow whatever I told, maybe you will definitely, each and everyone will be able to reach that. Okay, that is the first state. Okay, and I also told like what are things that will drag you back from that state. Okay, once I stopped Mauna, right, again I started accumulating karmas. Okay, and then they are pulling me back. Then I thought like, okay, this is not a fix, this is not a permanent fix. Like it's like just some medicine I take and then I get rid of something and then it comes back again. Then I thought like, what is this? Am I doing something wrong? Okay, if I don't be in Mauna, then I cannot be in Mauna forever, right? So then that made me feel like, okay, I have to think something about it. Okay, that something is I developed awareness. Okay, as I developed awareness, I started stop talking unnecessary. Point one. And the next thing is, even to like I stopped bothering for many things. Many things. Okay. Many things are like maybe like generally either in the office or with my family. So if someone is not riding properly, like if he is not following the rules, okay, it's not my duty to take action on him or like react to him. There will be somebody is going to take action on him. It's not me. Okay, let him do his karma. I left it. Okay, earlier my behavior was to react for that or utter something to him. So I stopped doing that. Okay, even with my kids, even if they are doing if they are playful or like doing something, I just observe them. Okay, yeah, the word observe has come from meditation. Okay, once I started observing things, right, things have changed. Okay, see, earlier my way was like reacting. Okay, people say like reacting is incorrect. Okay, you have to respond. Okay, even respond is not correct. We just have to observe. If we really have something to do there, it will be done. Universe knows us. Universe knows how this has to be accomplished by us. We don't need even to do anything there. Just observe it. It will, like, see, only thing is like, even my grandparents used to tell me even before meditation, they used to say like, you should have patience to watch with your eyes. Okay, whatever happens, you should have only patience. Then you will be a successful guy in your life, is what they used to tell. But I don't know the reason why they are telling this to me. But yeah, that's what is that. And then once I came to meditation, I'm able to figure out only thing that I have to do is only observe. Okay, then I started observing things. So the fix for that is observe things as they are. Okay, observe things as they are. Okay, accept people as they are. Okay, as they are. Okay, for example, one thing, maybe if you ask me, like when I got married, right, I have a lot of expectation on my wife that she should be like this, and that. And once I have that expectation, right, only things that are happening is like she is having a lot of expectation on me, and the only thing that comes up is like only quarrels. Okay, you told this, you told that. Okay, the day I realized that I should accept things as it is, everything is off. There is only peace and there is only bliss. Only bliss. Only this is there. Okay, if you are accepting things as they are. Okay, then I will tell you one more example is like at some points as I'm in working, right, I might be comfortable with my managers, and at some points I might not be comfortable. Okay, so then I realized like every time I change, maybe I find a new guy, and he might be supporting me, or like he might be not in a comfortable zone with me. So what should be my behavior? The answer is like we have to accept as it is. Let him be like that. Okay, it is he is the one who is going to clear my karma or bring me out of like he wanted to bring me something different out of me. Okay, that way I accepted things, and then after that I am living in bliss. Actually, I am living in bliss. So that helped me to do that actually. Okay, only the thing is observing. Okay, now we I told you like about anapanasati. Now once we started observing things, right, okay, I'm sitting in meditation, and then like let us say we cleared the phase of anapanasati. We are able to focus on the breath, and then everything is proper and we don't have thoughts. And yeah, if that is happening, then what you should do now? Like you have attained, right? So is that the final thing? Okay. Then once I started sitting and then started, I don't have any thoughts. And yeah, I was like, I feel like something happening, something else is happening. Okay, what that something else is, I have observed some sensations on my body. Okay, some tingling sensation, some itching sensation. Yeah, at some point I feel the pulse. Okay, and if I spend some more time in meditation, right, I feel the saliva in my throat actually. Maybe some people might have may experience it. The experience was like when you drink coconut water, right? Maybe coconut water might be sweet, but when we remove the sweetness out of it, okay, the way how you feel it, that I have felt it in my throat. Okay, and I used to ask people like, I'm getting this, what I should. They just ask me like, anything that you get in meditation, that you have to just observe. Okay, then I was telling like, do I have to? My question is like, do I have to spit it or swallow it? This is my question, sir. I'm not asking like I'm observing it anyway. So the thing is like, they asked me like to swallow it. So I swallowed it. There is then they told me like there is nothing, huh? So yeah, that's like that's done. Then I felt the heartbeat. Okay, the pulse. If put my if I hold my hand like this, right, very tightly, then only I will be able to find my pulse. Okay, but if I sit in meditation, okay, and then once I reach this state, then I feel that actually. I feel that I can feel my heartbeat. Okay, okay. Now at that time, right, I don't see the breath there. I don't even find the breath. Okay, so as breath is not there, I'm finding like, see, that is next level. That is the deep, even more deep. Okay, and one more thing is like if you have a clock in the room, right, what happens is the clock will do the seconds. This it will do a tick sound for every second. Okay, generally, if you are in the room, right, you don't feel it actually. Once you sit in meditation, when you're doing the anapanasati, then you will feel it like, I have to remove the battery from this. It is disturbing me. That is the first stage actually. And then this heartbeat, these all things will come into picture. Okay, then what happens is you will feel tingling sensation in your feet, in your legs. Okay, and yeah, and one abnormal thing that I have seen is like once I started sitting even more, right, the tingling sensation in my legs got increased actually. The numbness got went to an extreme level. And then what I used to do is like I used to just unfold my legs, which are crossed, and then get relieved of it, and then come back. Someone told me like you should not do that. You have to observe what happens there. Okay, then I tried. Then I told like, sir, I cannot sit. That is very difficult state. It's very difficult for. Okay, I tried. Then one day, what happened is like I bared the pain of it. Then something new started actually. Then there are some movements that got started in my body. Okay, my thighs are like flying actually. Like I'm seeing something like my thighs are moving like this, like that is involuntary. Okay, and then once I still continued that, right, I see my hands raising. Okay, then that made me feel like maybe I developed some disorder or some sciatica or some nerve got pinched or something. When I told this to people, okay, this is what maybe at a medicine level people started telling. Then some people told me like I'm seeing mudras. Like who is meditating with me, right? They are maybe they are telling like I can feel some mudras, something like this. Yeah, they are sharing their experience. Okay, and then with whom I am like meditating, right? We told this that is happening. Then he told me like you are in a stage of there is something changed that, or like something happened in your body, and then you are observing that, and that phase is called kaya anupasana. Kaya means our body. Okay, anupasana means observing that. Okay, observing of. So similarly, anapanasati, like whatever we are observing, we will observe the whole body. Okay, and then wherever we feel the sensation, right, we will shift our focus there. Okay, and then yeah, that goes on actually. That is the second stage. Okay, then the next stage that comes up is once I'm in the meditation, right? I used to I used to fell asleep actually, like too deeply. Okay, I was complaining like, sir, after like 1 hour or 1.5 hour of meditation, my body is not supporting. I'm like sitting there only. I'm leaning to the wall, and then like I'm going into some very deep state. Then he asked me like, what is happening there? What are you observing in that state? I told I don't know. Okay, then he told me like, you have to observe even that state. You have to. He asked me to observe even that state. Okay, then when I started observing that, then what happened is, then started the astral. Okay, then what happened is, then started the astral travel, and then I started, maybe I felt that I'm going and meeting like different people, uh, different places, which I have never met, and I don't see people there. I see very beautiful sceneries. Uh, yeah, maybe that kind of things, and then I started building intuitions. Actually, intuitions are like, if tomorrow something is going to happen, right? Maybe I'll get an intuition in some way that, uh, I'll be getting an intuition, and then I don't know how to decode that intuition. Okay, when I ask to people, what they say is like, you got in meditation, right? You ask in meditation what exactly it is. Okay, and then it will unfold later. Actually, it will unfold to me later. Okay, one example I can tell here is like, before I came to US, right? Uh, I was waiting for my company to book my tickets and confirm with the customer on my travel date. Okay, like they are delaying, and then I'm waiting when it can happen. One day I got an intuition that, there are two elephants flying in the air, and one elephant took me to some place, and then at that point, that elephant handed over me to another elephant, and that another elephant dropped me somewhere. Okay, and that place is an isolated place. No one is there. There is a small hut. And when I got dropped there, right, they told me like, this is the place where you have to uh, explore yourself, spend time for yourself, and then grow. This is what they told. Then I told to some other people, co-meditators and all. Somebody told like, this is Siddhi and Buddhi. Those two elephants are like that. And yeah, maybe I'm not convinced with their answers. Okay, then I thought like, okay, I asked masters like, you have given me this intuition. I didn't mean what exactly. How come elephants fly in the air? Okay, it's difficult for an elephant to walk on the road itself. Okay, and how come elephants fly? Then I forgot about it completely. Okay, and then I traveled to the US, and then I was staying in a hotel nearby my office, and then that, yeah, and I'm like continuing my meditation and then working. One day I got an answer or a message saying like, those two elephants are nothing but the two flights that brought you from Bangalore to Amsterdam, and the second one is Amsterdam to Detroit. I got goosebumps actually. Okay, and then the hut is the one that I'm currently living at. The hotel I'm staying, it's like it's an isolated area in Detroit, and then I'm living there actually. So I am alone there. So yeah, that made me feel like, okay, thank you, masters, for decoding and like, see, if someone tells something, I might not have correlated it, but this came suddenly actually, suddenly, and that thought flashed, and I got goosebumps actually. How come this is like this? Okay, yes, okay. So I told about Anapanasati, I told about Kaya and Pasa, and the third thing is this astral travel. Okay, and there are many things that happens in astral. Okay, like the soul will evolve each day. Okay, so yeah, that thing is called Vipassana. Okay, Patrisar clearly says this about in his book Tulasi Dalam. Okay, in Tulsi Dalam is like two leaves and a small stick holding the two leaves. Okay, in that the first leaf is says like, you are the creator of your own destiny. Even the Seth says that you are the creator of your own reality. Okay, yeah, no one can do anything to you except you. That is one leaf. The second thing is Anapanasati, Kaya Anupasana, Vipassana. Okay, that second leaf is what I have explained till now. Okay, yes, guys. So this is my knowledge sharing about the breath. So uh, it says breath, but it says what breath does actually. What is breath is going to do you. Okay, if you focus on breath, what exactly things are going to happen in your life. Okay, and why I wanted to tell this is like during my initial days, like I don't have anyone to tell this actually. Okay, when like see, these are all like things that happened actually. Whatever I told, that saliva or the coconut water I felt, right? So those all things happened. Okay, and I have like see these movements, and some people reported like I'm doing chakras, these things. Okay, so yes, we are starting. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll close it off. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. The mudras, these things, those are like the third eye is getting open actually. Okay. So during Vipassana, right, we will we know how to see view the world outside us. But when we are in the when we reach the stage of Vipassana, you will still start seeing inner world. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Thank you, guys. Maybe this is my knowledge. I wanted to share with you on this. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me this
Oh,
opportunity.
wonderful,
Yeah.
sir. Amazing. Thank you so much. It's amazing. I love the, as you said, the experience we get, the elephants, especially when we ask the other people, whatever the experience, we in general, we get it. We ask the outside people, right? They give different answers. But through the meditation only, we will know what answer we are getting. I mean, why we are getting these experiences. That is amazing. Like, how you got it. Yeah, Ankurji, please go ahead.
No, no, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you. Very informational, Sandeep, because I mean, personally, I also got some tingling feeling and all those things. So it's natural. That's one thing which, and someone also asked in the group. So nothing to worry about. That's what the message we get. I think
Yes.
we all have different experiences. I think one thing I can share quickly is just, if you have any other fear, in my case, like I have fear of closed spaces, right? Um, so more claustrophobic. So if you have those fear, then I feel when I'm doing meditation, those also come back to you. And you just have to overcome that. But I think that's the only additional thing which I would say that it happens. So any of your internal fears might also, you know, realized or during the process.
Yeah. There is nothing as such as fear actually. You just have to observe things. Okay. Yeah. In the second stage of meditation, it is only observation. There is nothing else. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, so just thank you so much for your experience. I've been doing meditation for a couple of years. And you talked about Mona is to be quiet. And as you mentioned at work, it's hard because I'm a project manager and it's my job to give the statuses and the lead, get people to, give their updates. So how do you deal with that? I would love to not
Yes.
speak on a day, but anyway,
Yes.
that was my
Yeah.
question.
Maybe I can say it short and sweet that you talk only whatever is really necessary and that too with awareness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sandeep sir, this is Ruchita. Quick question. I have been meditating for a while and I'm trying to push myself to do more. And I usually set up music for about an hour, hour and a half. But and no matter how many times I do it in the day, sometimes once or twice or thrice, at 45-minute mark, my eyes want to open and I want to be done. I don't know why, no matter how I've done it thrice a day at times, but 45 minutes I have not been able to go beyond. So I'm trying to understand how to do that.
Yes. Yeah, you are not alone, Ruchita. Even I had the same problem. Okay. Maybe not at exactly 45, at some other time. I used to open my eyes actually. Okay, and then see around, and then I used to close my eyes. So what I can say here is like maybe I don't have an answer here to tell you, but what I did was like just continue my meditation.
Okay.
Okay, because like you wanted to open it actually, you felt like opening it, and then you will do it actually. See, the example is like when I get pain in my legs, right? What I was doing is like I was opening them. Okay, when I started opening them, then I couldn't proceed to the next stage actually. Okay, once I started bearing that pain, then started the movements in my body.
Okay.
Okay, then my legs started like moving like wings of a bird. Okay, so what my suggestion here is like you try to not open them,
Okay.
then you see what is going to happen.
Okay. That
Okay.
makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, hi Sandeep sir. I'm the beginner. Sometimes I'm feeling heaviness in the head, feeling like foggy, and during that time, right? Is it okay to open eyes, or how to manage it?
Yeah. Yes, Lakshmi. Yeah, I answered this question. The thing is like, our like here, there are you have your body, you have your mind, you have your intellect, and you have your soul. Okay. Now, as you are in the initial stage, you will be with your body and mind. Okay. And mind don't want to shut. Okay. Mind is the roller actually. So mind is roller for our whole life actually. If you don't do meditation. So if mind comes to know that somebody is going to rule them, then it will definitely fight against them. Okay. And then it will create all nonsense. And we have to make sure we will soothe it. Saying like, okay, cool down, cool down, cool down, cool down. And then, yeah, the things that you are feeling, those are all like, uh, they are minor things actually. You don't have to bother about them. Okay. Even they are coming to you. I want you to continue the meditation. Okay. And though they are distracting your focus, maybe I still want you to continue. Then only you will see the next stage. Okay. That is the blocker actually. So they have put a blocker to you, and then they are asking you to cross the blocker. And that blocker is like you're seeing some fog in your head, or like feeling to open your eyes. Okay, then that is the blocker actually. So now the thing is like to progress, you have to clear the blocker. If you don't clear the blocker and you open your eyes, or like you still feel like something odd is happening in my head, then you're not clearing your blocker. So like, see, if you're facing something, then you should realize that I should accept it and I should go forward. This should be the way. If you are not accepting it and then rejecting it, then that is the hard way, and then it is even going to come force in a different way, because you are nourishing the mind there. Okay. Yes, Lakshmi.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sandeep sir, for your wisdom. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm learning a lot from each and everyone, especially like you guys. Every day, Master is coming and sharing the wisdom. It's like it's giving me so much happiness, and learning a lot. Thank you so much, sir, for your wisdom and sharing your experiences.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you to you as well for your contributions to the PSSM and bringing together all of us. This is purely your effort, and then this is not a small thing actually. Okay, and
Thank,
then bringing your time. Yeah, I appreciate, madam.
thank you,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you, sir. All right, friends.